Hey guys, it's your coach Scotty. It's Monday morning, about 9:15 in the morning. I just want to tell you guys how I started my day, just so you guys can know what I'm doing, and take that in the example of things that you could do in your life. Share a few things I learned with you this morning. I woke up at 6:15. It's 9:15 now, so I've been up for 3 hours now. First off, I started today with Brendan Bouchard's Experts Academy. That's what I'm working on, about an hour a day with personal development on that level. I read a little bit in a book called Strong Fathers, Strong Daughters for about 15-20 minutes. And then I started my workout, which was a back workout from Body Beast. And in that time, I listened to John C. Maxwell. It was five steps to leadership on YouTube. Just searched leadership and John C. Maxwell, found that. So I listened to about 45 minutes of that, and that finished, and I hopped on and listened to Art Williams' Just Do It speech, which if you haven't heard that, you got to listen to him on that speech. It's absolutely awesome. So I've done this morning, working on myself, trying to develop myself. That's what I want to talk to you guys about this morning. If you're trying to build a business, whether it's with Team Beachbody or any other company out there, one of the first things I've always heard is you've got to sharpen the axe before you cut down the tree, and that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm focused on right now. You guys all know we've had a goal to be the top 5 of the company this year. We've held number 4 spot for 2 months in a row, so we're pretty excited about that. Pretty excited for my team and for the success that they're having. They are the reason our team is number 4 right now, so shout out to those guys. But what I want to talk to you guys about today was just a little bit of the fact of sharpening the axe, the personal development end, and not just the personal development end, but some actual skills. I'm learning how to be an expert in my field, an expert in what I do with my life and my purpose and my passion. It all ties back to having a purpose and a passion that you can, build the life that you want and then make your life work how you want it, and then build your business into that. So I've been working on this, but one of the things to be an expert that I've been learning is that you've got to sharpen your skills. And something really stood out to me today, that so many times people in a workforce, whether you're in a company and you want to move up to be a manager, or maybe a vice president someday, you want to move up through the organization, that takes a lot of time. That takes time, energy, and conscious effort to move up. And what you have to do that is you've got to develop skills in that position that you want to obtain in the job that you're in. The same thing goes when whether you're a doctor or some other field that you're going into. You go to school for 6 to 8 years or whatever it is, and then you get into an internship to develop the skills in that field. So what I want to talk to you guys today is about your Team Beachbody business. If you're trying to build a business, it's going to be so important that you identify in your life the skills that you need to be successful in this business. And you can't make excuses for yourself and say, I don't know how to run Facebook groups, or I don't know how to do this, or I don't know how to network with people, I don't know how to talk to people, I don't know how to start a conversation with people. What I got to tell you is you've got to identify those skills first off, and then you've got to master them. You've absolutely got to do it. Nobody can master those skills for you. There's coaches out there like me that are giving tips. Your upline coach is giving you tips. Your sponsored coach is giving you tips, and that's all great. But my favorite thing that I always tell my team of coaches and my friends is it's important to know what to do, but it's more important to do what you know. So I'm going to challenge you guys to identify the skills that you need to move your life forward and your business forward. Stop blaming other people, circumstances, your lack of ability for where you're at in your life, and take ownership of that and go out and master those skills. It's not going to happen overnight. It could take you 1 year to master learning how to have a conversation and ask somebody about their goals and make a solid invite to them. If it takes a year, that's fine, because a year is going to pass either way, so you're either going to learn it or you're not. If you're wanting to get out on social media more, whether it's a like page or using Instagram or whatever it is that you want to use to get out and connect and network with more people, you're never going to start if you don't just take the initial steps. So just take the initial steps. For example, when we started, I didn't know how to use Facebook for network marketing or for marketing a product or myself, as a leader or as a mentor for health, fitness, personal development. I didn't know how to do that, but I had to just start. And if you go back to my timeline, if you don't believe this and you want to take the challenge, go back to May, April, of 2011 and look at my Facebook at that time and see that I did not know what I was doing. But I just started. I just started taking steps, started trying things, and over time I've been able to master that skill. I get emails all the time on how do you network so well with other people? How do you market yourself so well? How do you gain a bigger following or a bigger audience to share your message with. And honestly, it's just taking the initial step of just trying it and then learning to master it by doing the steps, learning what doesn't work, you learn from it and you try again, and you do that over and over. That's something that nobody can do for you. You've got to go out and do that yourself. So identify the skills. If you're shy, go out and try it. You know, I hate making videos. I used to hate videos. I actually kind of like it right now, but in the beginning, and I'll tell you guys, I can't even watch my videos now. My wife will tell you first thing. I have over 300 and something videos on YouTube, and my wife will start watching one in the living room, and I walk in, I have to tell her to turn it off. Like, I absolutely hate seeing myself on video. So in my first videos, if you go back to when I started making videos, you'll see that they're very different now than they are back then. So just realize that that's a skill that I've had to master and that I'm continuing to master. So find out what it is in your life that's holding you back. Discover those, identify them, and then begin learning to master them. You know, look to people that are doing them, and you can't just look to them. Like I said, it's important to know what to do, learn what to do from everybody, from books, from audios, from other people in your industry that are seeing success. It's important to learn from them, but it's more important to do what you know. So I'm going to challenge you guys to sharpen your axe, not just your personal development, your belief in yourself. That's all great. It's all very important, and you won't make it without the personal development. But you guys have got to go out and you've got to solidify. You guys have got to sharpen that axe, and you've got to master the skills. You know, if I wanted to be a carpenter of some sort, or let's say I was doing this career and I wanted to be a sheetrocker. You know, first I'm going to suck at sheetrocking. There's going to be tape showing once in a while. My mud job's not going to be great. The sand job's not going to be great. But I've got to go out and I've got to learn from others. I've got to work for somebody else first, learn the trade. I've got to see what they do, see what techniques work, try it myself. It's going to suck. It's going to look like a failure. And then I got to fix it, and then I got to do it again. And as you do things over and over and over and over and over,